The year 2012 has been branded by some as the year of the RPG, and in truth it's hard to argue, with numerous AAA titles in the genre coming out within the year. Mass Effect 3 is undoubtedly one of, if not the most anticipated games of the year, the final entry in Bioware's Sci-Fi trilogy, chronicling Commander Shepard's efforts to unite the races of the galaxy and fending off the imminent invasion of the Reapers. Does Shepard's tale deserve its place among the stars, or does it crash and burn under the weight of its own hype? The Commander's tale thus far has been the stuff of legend. Not content with becoming the first human Spectre, he's rebuffed the Reaper Vanguard, survived a suicide mission in uncharted space, and even found time to play happy families with all manners of alien species. He's the James Bond of the Milky Way. Of course, that depends on whether you're even playing as a male or even a good guy. After all, this is a Bioware game, so player choice is not just a gimmick tacked onto a Gears of War-style cover-based shooter. They're core components of an overall experience that allows players to tailor the story and make it as much their own as they can. Now, considered on its own, the mechanic is nothing new, but what makes Mass Effect stand out as a series is that the decisions you make play out across the trilogy, from game to game, making for a multitude of sagas, not just one. Choices carry weight and are not just cosmetic. Now, with the Reapers on Earth's doorstep, Shepard must unite the galaxy under one banner or face the cataclysmic consequences. Bioware's writing prowess has never been in critical question, and this entry is as much a tour de force as any of their previous work. Some of the best moments are the subtler ones in conversations with the game's memorable cast of characters, each who give unique insight into the universe's lore. That's not to diminish the game's spectacular set pieces, of which there are many, but this is a story that revels in personal development, emotional consequence, and visual poetry. Overall, despite a now controversial ending that may leave some disappointed, which we'll discuss later in an article on the site, Bioware have done a fantastic job in sculpting a world of wonder, leaving just enough room for players to personalize to their pleasure. The gameplay of Mass Effect has consistently played catch-up with its storytelling in the past, and this time it's right on par. Bioware has refined and expanded upon the mechanics of the first two entries, while adding entirely new features to the mix that balance it beautifully. The combat is rooted in tactical cover-based mechanics and has been all but perfected. Movement is fluid to a T. Shepard can run and roll, hop over boundaries. Combat can still be paused at any time to issue commands to allies, use powers. One of the most pertinent additions is the new heavy melee attack, which allows players to effectively dispatch weakened opponents in a stylish manner. Take it! God, that's so much fun. There's also a lot of customization here. Players can still level up skills based on their chosen class, with further specialization available at higher levels. Combined with a brand new weapon modification system, you have the makings of a complex yet fluid upgrade mechanic. You don't fancy yourself in the nitty-gritty of leveling and you just want to get right into the action? Set the game to auto level and go ahead, jump into the firefight. On the other hand, if you want to control every detail, you're free to micromanage to your heart's content. The theme, again, is choice, a theme that transcends the story and, far more importantly, spills into Mass Effect's gameplay brilliantly and offers a level of freedom that is so crucial to any interactive understanding. EA is often vilified by gamers for having the temerity to be a company run by suits and only caring about the profits, producing yearly average at best dross in a galling attempt to suck more of your money into their burgeoning pockets. But this also means that they're willing to pour an insane amount of production assets into blockbusters like Mass Effect, and boy, does it show. Everything from the fantastic voice acting to the amazing textures to the iconic epic soundtrack which heightens the emotional final moments. There are a few hiccups here and there. The fact that you have to constantly swap out discs from every other mission to mission is annoying, but the production values here beautifully hold up against the best. You can even quick save at will by hitting the back button. Now that is awesome. It's worth noting that those playing on the Xbox 360 or the PC version of the game are going to get a more complete experience than PS3 users, as Mass Effect 1 never released for that system, so it's a little more limiting in terms of carrying your character. It's a minor but meaningful distinction, as this is about Shepard's failures and successes, and taking part in that human story across the entire trilogy is what makes Bioware's sci-fi epic just that.
Yeah, well, next time we'll throw in a herd of rampaging cliques, and that's how you separate the rookies from the pros.
The developer need to be commended. 5 years ago, Bioware may have gone down as the genius behind Neverwinter Nights, Baldur's Gate, or Knights of the Old Republic, but in revolutionizing the RPG and helping to push the art of storytelling in games further than ever before, they very well crossed into the status of legends. This is a once-in-a-generation series, and Mass Effect 3 should be held as the example of ambition meeting execution. If you haven't picked this one up, what the hell are you waiting for?